This program contains graphic content and sexual situations. Viewer discretion is advised.
For the next 6 weeks, you will learn all there is to know about the executive branch.
In 1995, a pretty young psychology grad from Beverly Hills gets the chance of a lifetime when she's offered an internship at the White House.
Monica Lewinsky. Who was this woman?
The position allows her occasional contact with the President of the United States.
Mr. President.
Great to see you.
She very much pursued having a relationship with Bill Clinton.
I sort of have a crush on you.
She flirts with him, he flirts back.
I've had men tell me that if an attractive woman comes after them aggressively, very few could really just say, you gotta stop this.
And eventually, the two begin a clandestine sexual affair.
She had the audacity to think that, she was gonna seduce the President of the United States?
You gonna like that thing, or are you just gonna chew on it?
It was Bill Clinton who was very much in control of this relationship from the start.
I don't understand. Am I being fired?
And when the jilted young lover confides in a so-called friend,
Monica, you can trust me.
I do trust you.
her most intimate sexual secrets become front-page news.
Monica Lewinsky?
Yes.
We're sitting on a blockbuster story.
This plunged us into what really became a constitutional crisis.
In one of the most publicized scandals in American political history, a woman whom no one has ever heard of suddenly finds herself at the center of a crisis that threatens to bring down the presidency itself.
This can't end well.
What did she think was gonna happen?
Meet Monica Lewinsky,
I'm Monica Lewinsky.
just an intern with a crush on the boss, until scandal made her famous. It's the sex scandal that shook the entire world.
You just could not make it up. If you presented this script to a Hollywood film director, he'd say, go away, it's too much like fantasy.
It had it all: sex, politics, intrigue, and the most powerful person on the planet.
In the late 1990s, television, newspapers, and magazines revealed shocking details surrounding President Bill Clinton's adulterous affair with a young intern and his attempt to conceal the truth.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
The salacious sexual relationship between the president and Monica Lewinsky dominated headlines around the globe.
This was a bombshell. And because the story was sexual in nature, the news media had to be really careful about how we covered the story.
Talks of oral sex and what constituted sex, and words and ideas and things we'd never put on the air before, and here we are having to figure out what we're going to do.
The debate was on about whether a president should be legally removed from office for lying about sex.
The claim that he somehow may have been involved in obstructing justice, that's what got them all excited.
Eventually, Monica will give her own version of the sordid love affair in a tell-all best-selling book about her eventful life.
Monica, for her part, felt like she'd been treated like a prostitute, like she'd been raped, and felt utterly humiliated.
Her name will always be synonymous with what happened to the presidency.
How did an obscure young woman from California get wrapped up in the biggest political scandal Washington, D.C. has ever seen?
Monica Lewinsky is raised in one of the most affluent cities in America, Beverly Hills. Her parents are Bernie Lewinsky, a doctor, and Marcia, a writer. Schoolmates tease Monica,
Hey, Matthew.
Hey, Big Mac.
Stop calling me that.
and her crush gives her a nickname that feeds her insecurities.
Big Mac.
Shut up.
She had weight issues from a fairly early age. She went to fat camp, and she never felt that she truly belonged in Beverly Hills, where everybody was lean and blonde and cycling on the beach.
When Monica is 14, her mother files for divorce, accusing Dr. Lewinsky of having an affair with a nurse in his office.
Depressed and miserable, Monica starts eating and gains 50 pounds in a year. She later says that food is reliable, unlike people, and it gave her a sense of security.
Big Mac.
She had a very low sense of self-worth, and this clouded and colored her relationships.
Monica attends Santa Monica Community College. She loves theater and volunteers to help backstage. There, she falls for her first serious boyfriend, a theater tech more than a decade her senior. He also happens to be married with a baby on the way.
She didn't even feel that she was worthy of a proper relationship with a single guy, hence the fact that she went for a married man, because ultimately she would be hurt by him, and so it proved. So she had real difficult issues with relationships.
Monica moves to Portland, Oregon to attend a small university.
Moving to Oregon allowed her to escape the pressures of Beverly Hills. She started working out, she lost some weight, and earned a degree in psychology.
Monica's mother contacts a friend with ties to the Clinton administration and helps Monica get one of 200 coveted internships at the White House. In the summer of 1995, with a newly discovered sense of self-esteem, Monica packs up and moves to Washington, D.C.
Her mother wanted Monica to get a proper relationship with a single guy, and she thought the best way was go to the East Coast, go to Washington, work as an intern, and she might meet a nice single boy and have a nice proper relationship.
At age 21, Monica becomes a White House intern.
For the next 6 weeks, you will learn all there is to know about the executive branch. Each of you has been issued a pink badge that allows you into the White House, but restricts you certain access. So if you wander anywhere other than where you're authorized to be, I guarantee you'll find out about it.
She was very unlike anybody who worked as an intern in the White House. They were all politics wonks for the most part, very competitive. Monica wasn't any of that.
You can imagine Monica, like a wide-eyed child, being able to go into the White House. And she had a badge that allowed her to go just about anywhere, but not the West Wing.
As the president prepares to board the Marine One helicopter, he greets a line of people.
Great to see you. You too. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming.
Hi.
Great to see you.
Mr. President.
Thank you. Great to see you. Thank you so much.
Mr. President.
Great to see you.
Monica Lewinsky stands in that line and meets Clinton for the first time.
She came to town thinking, I'm just going to go get that guy. You know, I can get that guy. I can do that. In the same spirit that girls do a lot of dumb stuff.
Monica sees Clinton the next day at his 49th birthday party. She wears the same sage green dress in hopes the president will recognize her.
She'd had a bit of eye contact with him, a bit of teasing, and she blows him a kiss. And he throws his head back and laughs. So there was a kind of a mild flirtation going on between this feisty intern and the President of the United States.
She was acting like a silly girl in love, you know, madly in love with this idea. And in every picture, she seems really happy to be near him and very girly, you know. She's a child. I know that she's 22, but those of us who have raised children understand that 22 is not that ripe.
That night, Monica starts reading a new book, Passion and Betrayal, the autobiography of Jennifer Flowers, a nightclub singer who claims to have had an affair with Clinton when he was governor of Arkansas. Monica is intrigued.
In January 1992, when the Jennifer Flowers story exploded, here he was, the presumed frontrunner for the Democratic nomination, and suddenly he's hit with these allegations from this lounge singer, Jennifer Flowers, that they had carried on a years-long affair.
The president and the first lady, Hillary Rodham Clinton, have previously and publicly dealt with the Jennifer Flowers allegations.
They started their presidency, and I say they, rather intentionally, with the famous interview on 60 Minutes where they said, yes, there's been pain in our marriage.
But reading Jennifer Flowers' book didn't deter Monica from going after what she wanted. In fact, it appears that it made her want him more.
She reads this book by Jennifer Flowers, and she thinks, oh yeah, there's a lot. I'm not the only one who thinks he's good looking now. There's a lot of us.
Anxious to make an impression, Monica steals an opportunity to properly introduce herself one-on-one.
Mr. President? Hi.
How are you?
Great. We haven't had a chance to formally meet. I'm Monica Lewinsky.
Nice to meet you formally.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine, sir.
You're an intern.
Yes, at Mr. Panetta's office.
And we'll probably be seeing more of each other, won't we?
I sure hope so.
Please excuse me.
Of course.
Monica was a young woman, a White House intern, who had the chutzpah, for lack of a better word, to think she could have a relationship with the President of the United States.
Monica is hardly discouraged when she receives a call at her Watergate building apartment, offering her a paid position, which allows access to the West Wing.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
This position is not the result of any action by the president.
At this time, Monica just thinks it's fun. It's not going to go anywhere. He probably doesn't even remember her name.
November 1995. A fight over the federal budget leads to a government shutdown, and many career employees are sent home.
Monica Lewinsky has been offered a full-time position in the White House, but the job won't begin until the government shutdown ends. She's technically still an intern, and she's working with a skeleton crew in the Chief of Staff's office.
Chief of Staff Panetta's office, how may I help you? One moment, please.
Late one November afternoon, a few staffers gather for an impromptu birthday celebration for Special Assistant to the Chief of Staff, Jennifer Palmieri.
Listen, I want to make sure that is all set and done for you. Okay, all right, great.
As part of this kind of general flirting, Monica sees Bill in an office, turns around and briefly lifts up her and shows him her thong.
I don't care how many times a 22-year-old pops her thong in your presence. If you're an older man in the workplace, you say, young lady, clean up your act. If you're the President of the United States, for heaven's sakes, you skedaddle as fast as you can.
You guys enjoying yourselves without me? That's not allowed. This is my house.
But no, he didn't do that, did he?
This took it up another level. He was equally flirtatious.
He's one of those guys that's just kind of always flirting, and the girls are always kind of responding, and, you know, he got all of this affirmation from women all along, and so I think that explains kind of everything. He needs a lot of affirmation.
Later that evening, Monica is working in the West Wing. First Lady Hillary Clinton is in the executive residence.
There was a government shutdown going on, and people were working late into the night.
Monica finds the president alone in the office of senior advisor George Stephanopoulos.
Hi. I was just on my way to the restroom.
Oh, come on in for a sec. Have a seat.
Working late tonight, I see.
Well, you know, the government shutdown and all.
Yeah.
So tell me more about yourself.
Monica.
Monica Lewinsky. Where'd you go to school?
Actually went to a small school in Portland. Lois and Clark.
Poli-sci major?
Psychology, actually. I think I'd like to work for the FBI someday.
Good choice.
Can I tell you something, Mr. President?
What's that?
I have a really big crush on you. I'm sorry, that was completely out of line, wasn't it?
You think it was out of line?
Was it?
Would you like to see my office?
This place is so big, I don't know how you keep from getting lost sometimes.
Sometimes. That's the idea.
Mr. President, do you ever, have you ever met someone and felt like there's that immediate connection or chemistry or something?
You mean like now?
Like right now?
Can I kiss you?
Yes.
I think I should get back to work now.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Wait.
What's this?
So you can reach me anytime.
Monica goes back to her office, probably not even believing what just happened. But a few hours later, things reignite.
You're still here.
Yep, still here.
You know, I was thinking, why should I wait to call you?
Clinton takes a call from a congressman while engaged in sexual activity with Monica.
Yes, Congressman. I think so, but check with Betty first. She'll know how to get you on my calendar for Friday. Sounds good.
I'm sorry. I know some people would say she was 22 years old. She knew exactly what she was doing. Nobody knows exactly what they're doing when they're that young and in that kind of position with that kind of power differential.
For the first time, Monica performs oral sex upon the president, and it's a very intimate moment, and there's a real connection. And it wasn't just about the sexual side of things, it was also the conversational side. They both feel a genuine warmth and rapport.
Mr. President,
Yes.
you wanted me to let you know when Miss Lewinsky got in.
Yes.
She's here.
Oh, good. Would you grab her and send her in?
Certainly.
Thank you.
Good morning. Listen, Mr. President, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry if...
Don't be sorry.
No.
I just wanted to let you know I'm around on weekends. If you'd like, you could come visit me then.
Are you kidding me?
It was Bill Clinton who was very much in control of this relationship from the start.
After initially thinking that this was just a one-time fling, Monica was delighted to find out that the president wanted to continue. So soon afterwards, she brought him a pizza and more sexual activity began.
Believe me, I appreciate it. Right. Absolutely.
The president and Monica create playful nicknames for each other. He is handsome. She is kiddo.
Monica doesn't see Bill Clinton as the leader of the free world. She sees him more like her boyfriend.
Do you think it'd be out of line if I got him a gift?
What kind of gift?
I was thinking like a necktie, like a Zegna, hand-stitched Italian silk. Do you think he'd like that?
I guess I wouldn't see anything wrong with the tie.
Betty Curry was a bit player with a very big role in all of this because of the connection she had and that the president asked her to have to be the intermediary with Monica Lewinsky because he couldn't talk to her.
She's having to sort of watch all this taking place under her nose, protect the president, pretend like she's not noticing, you know, that Monica Lewinsky's coming and going.
That's a nice tie, Mr. President. Where'd you get it?
From somebody with style.
Pretty well from the start of the relationship, Bill Clinton gave Monica access to, you know, the back doors out of the Oval Office, the private rooms. It was becoming well known. People were talking about it. People were gossiping about it. She was seen as somebody who just kind of hung around the office of the world's most powerful man.
The White House is always abuzz. Everybody knows what's going on. And I'm sure people were snickering and joking and talking, oh my gosh, did you see she just went in? Let's time it. You know, this is what people do.
Thanks, kiddo.
Sure, handsome. Hey, I'm curious about something. I'm just curious why you never ask questions about me. I mean, is it all about sex, or are you interested in getting to know me as a person?
Of course I'm interested in you as a person. I cherish the time we spend together, no matter what.
You gonna light that thing, or are you just gonna chew on it? That could be fun.
She famously moistens one of his cigars in an intimate area, and it later becomes a notorious talking point. It was the kind of thing that lovers do, of a certain kind.
The president frequently calls Monica on her unlisted number. But in February of 1996, she gets a call that really disturbs her.
What's wrong? I don't know, you just sound like something's wrong. I don't know, just something in your voice. Can I come see you this weekend?
Monica visits the Oval Office uninvited for the first time.
This is a surprise.
I'm sorry. I just had to see you.
Clinton, perhaps concerned about word of the affair getting out, tells Monica he thinks it best that they end their relationship.
Why not? You know you can trust me.
I know I can.
He feels guilty. He's a married man. He owes it to Hillary. He certainly owes it to his daughter, Chelsea, who's several years younger than Monica.
Hey, come here.
And he feels it's wrong in the eyes of God, wrong in the teachings of his church. And sends Monica on her way.
But the president soon has second thoughts.
Hi, kiddo.
Hi.
I just want you to know I've been feeling a little guilty about things, about the way I treated you.
You have no idea how happy that makes me.
Lo and behold, a few weeks later, he calls her and they have a late night conversation. It's intimate, there's phone sex. And Monica realizes that when a married man says it's over, it's not over.
But what is over, suddenly, just 5 months after it began, is Monica's job at the White House.
I don't understand. Am I being fired?
No, not at all. Pentagon's just another opportunity. A better one, actually.
Secret Service agents are concerned about Lewinsky's frequent presence in the West Wing, and a deputy chief of staff orders her transferred to the Pentagon. It is not clear whether the president had anything to do with this decision.
I'll do it for free.
Monica, trust me. The Pentagon is a lot sexier job than this one.
This isn't fair.
The move is a deliberate attempt to separate them.
You're the president.
Listen, Monica, after the election, I'll make sure you get a job back here.
Do you have any idea how badly I want you right now?
Monica clings to one promise made by Bill Clinton, and that is after the election, she can get back to the White House and do anything she wants.
The White House had a really good reason to transfer Monica to the Pentagon. She'd be working miles away from the Oval Office and President Clinton. But when Monica finds a confidant in Pentagon employee Linda Tripp, their whole plan backfires.
Hey, want to come to the cafeteria with me?
Why? So I can stare at some more cheesecake?
Linda Tripp works for Pentagon Public Affairs.
Gossip deprived.
You are evil.
At work, Monica and Linda share office gossip and diet tips. And Monica starts talking about a secret lover that she had in the White House, but won't tell who he was.
Meanwhile, Clinton's communication with Monica is sporadic.
There's long periods where he doesn't contact her, then he will contact her.
Clinton wins re-election, but instead of renewed contact, Monica hears less and less from the president. Clinton is in the midst of a sexual harassment lawsuit brought by a woman named Paula Jones.
Paula Jones was a former state employee in Arkansas when Bill Clinton was governor, and she accused the governor of inappropriate sexual relations and using his office to try and seduce her.
There's a court case going on about his behavior. Clinton begins this affair while he is being sued by Paula Jones.
Feeling abandoned, Monica is now less compelled to keep secrets from her friend, Linda Tripp.
You want me to guess?
Yes, I will tell you if you guess.
Okay. The president.
Yes.
Yeah, right. You're having an affair with the president of the United States, Bill Clinton.
Yes. But Linda, it's over, and you cannot tell anybody, ever. To promise me.
Monica, you can trust me. Hi, my name is Linda Tripp, and I think I have some information that may be helpful to you in the Paula Jones case.
Unbeknownst to Monica, Linda shares this information with lawyers representing Paula Jones. The daughter of a philandering father, Linda reportedly holds great disdain for men engaged in extramarital activities. In February of 1997, Clinton invites Monica to the White House. It will be a meeting with fateful consequences.
Miss Lewinsky.
She wears a Gap dress, a blue Gap dress.
I've missed you so much.
Me too. Got you a little gift.
Leaves of Grass?
It's a special edition.
It's beautiful. It's perfect. Please kiss me right now. Oh my God, I love you. Don't push me away this time. I want to finish. It's important to me.
And for the first time, he kind of completes himself and stains her blue dress with some of his semen. She goes home, she throws the dress into the wardrobe, thinking nothing of it.
Then, on Saturday, May 24th, 1997, Monica is again summoned to the White House. She brings a gift for the president.
Just something I thought you'd look handsome in. Banana Republic.
Why don't you have a seat?
But this time, the visit isn't social.
We have to talk.
That's the one thing you don't want to hear at the beginning of a conversation.
Monica, we need to end this for good this time. We're playing with fire here. You have to know that.
But I love you.
I'm so sorry.
I promise I won't tell anyone. Please, I have to stay with you. Please. This is the worst day of my life.
Monica sees this as the ending of a grand passion, a grand love affair, and she's devastated. She feels betrayed.
I'm sorry, Monica, he's not available right now.
She feels the way thousands of women feel every day when they've been dumped by a boyfriend that they're still in love with.
There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry.
This tale of heartbreak will soon become worldwide news. Monica Lewinsky has confided to her friend, Linda Tripp, that she had a sexual affair with President Bill Clinton.
Monica poured out her heart to the woman who she thought was her friend, and she told Linda about everything. But the one thing that Monica didn't know was that Linda Tripp was about to betray her in the worst possible way.
On the advice of a literary agent, Linda begins recording their conversations.
First time I ever looked into his eyes close up and was with him alone, I saw somebody totally different than I had expected to see. And that's the person I fell in love with.
Linda Tripp, who is kind of this vulture, is recording her open heart.
I can't take it anymore.
I know. Oh my God.
At Monica's Watergate apartment, she and Linda discuss clothes, and the subject turns to a blue Gap dress hanging in Monica's closet.
Last time I wore it, let's just say it needs to be cleaned.
God, is that what I think it is?
Mm-hmm. From the President of the United States himself. Maybe I should have it framed.
Monica, don't have this cleaned.
Why not?
That's DNA. I'm just saying you might need it someday. What if somebody calls you a stalker or something? Could be your only insurance policy down the road.
And Linda says, do not dry clean that dress. Oh my gosh. I don't think I would even know to think that way, right? So what kind of mind does she have? She's clearly already like, we're gonna get rid of this man and we're gonna do it this way.
Obviously, the ulterior motive was that the blue dress would prove that Monica had had a physical relationship of some kind with the President of the United States. It was physical evidence, and that's why Linda Tripp did not want it destroying.
Linda Tripp calls then Newsweek investigative reporter Michael Isikoff with an idea.
What I'm saying to you is, I could steal the dress from Monica's closet and give it to you. Newsweek could run its own DNA test.
I kind of rolled my eyes, aside from the fact that I didn't want to take possession of stolen property. I made the point to her that how would I get a sample of the president's DNA to have it tested? So I kind of just dismissed the whole thing and told her to, do what she wanted to do, but no, I was not going to take possession of Monica Lewinsky's blue dress.
Well, it's just an idea.
Was Linda Tripp the evil genius behind all of this? Was Linda Tripp the person who knew just what she had and how it could be used? Did she ever imagine the impact that she and Monica and the dress could have on the President of the United States and the country? The answer is yes.
How do I know how she found out?
You didn't tell her?
Of course not.
Well, how does she know then?
I don't know, Monica.
Linda Tripp tells Monica that word has gotten out at the White House about the affair, but this is a lie.
I don't know what to do.
The lawyers for Paula Jones were acting on a tip from Linda Tripp, so they subpoenaed Monica. Their goal was to get her to talk about her relationship with the president to bolster Paula Jones' case against him.
Having received a subpoena to testify about her relationship with the president, Monica Lewinsky meets with Clinton advisor Vernon Jordan, whom she has befriended for advice. Jordan will deny under oath that he had any knowledge of a sexual affair between Clinton and Lewinsky.
Nothing happened. That's what you said.
I said we didn't have intercourse.
But according to Monica, he not only knows, but encourages her to lie under oath.
But we did everything but.
I don't want to hear about it.
Do you think I'll always be married to her?
Yes, Monica, I do.
Once this becomes enmeshed in the Paula Jones lawsuit, a legal proceeding, and it becomes clear that the president and his people are going to have to answer questions under oath about this, I knew that this was much more significant and explosive.
In recorded conversations, Monica tells Linda she's prepared to lie under oath, a felony.
I have to.
Why?
For fear of my life, Linda. I would not cross these people for fear of my life, number one. And me just telling you this,
Believe me, I would never want anything to surface that would get back to the big one. For many reasons. Your safety, my kids' safety. Trust me.
I do trust you.
Listen, Monica, this is all gonna work out. You know that? You're gonna move to New York. You're gonna get a wonderful job. And all this is gonna go away.
On December 28, 1997, Monica makes what will turn out to be her last visit to the White House.
Oh my God, I thought I would never see you again. Why haven't you returned my notes, answered my calls?
It's different now.
I've been so scared with this deposition. I needed to be with you. This is the last time I'm ever gonna see you again, isn't it?
January 7th, 1998. In an attempt to avoid testifying, Monica Lewinsky denies having an affair with the president in a sworn affidavit.
She says she had no sexual contact with the president, that they were just friends. And she was doing that to protect herself and also the president.
She was in some trouble because what she said in the affidavit and what she said to Linda Tripp could not be reconciled.
January 16th, 1998.
What I'm saying is that there's no way that you can get caught in perjury situations like this.
Monica Lewinsky?
Yes?
We're with the FBI. Would you mind coming with us, please?
Monica immediately suspects she has been betrayed by Linda.
What did you do, Linda?
This way, Miss Lewinsky.
Poor Monica. You know, she has no one to turn to, no one to trust.
Monica was falling into a trap, and it was being set by Linda. It was probably one of the greatest public acts of betrayal since Judas Iscariot.
FBI agents take Monica Lewinsky to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Arlington, Virginia, where she will be questioned for a total of 11 hours.
Do you want me to stay or go?
If you could please go
Make
ahead.
her stay. I want that treacherous bitch to see what she's done to me.
Miss Lewinsky, I'm James Harris, Deputy to Special Prosecutor Kenneth Starr. Let me tell you what's going on here today. You're going to be charged with perjury, obstruction of justice, subornation of perjury, witness tampering, and conspiracy. Now, if convicted on all counts, you'll be looking at a sentence of up to 27 years in prison.
What?
In addition, your mother has information that she's been withholding, so she'll be charged as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty appropriate response.
She's thinking, I'm 27 years in jail. For what? What have I done? And she's horrible. I mean, put yourself in this position.
Monica Lewinsky lied about having sex or sexual relations with that man, and she's going to jail. That's just astounding.
Now, before we go any further, would you like to hear our offer?
What offer?
Immunity. You come clean about everything, all the details you lied about in your affidavit, and we don't charge you. In addition, you'll be required to wear a body wire and record some conversations.
Conversations? What with who?
Betty Curie, Vernon Jordan, the president.
Shouldn't I have a lawyer here? I want a lawyer. I want to talk to Frank Carter.
I'd advise against that right now, Miss Lewinsky. This is a very time-sensitive investigation, as I'm sure you can imagine. You start bringing in lawyers and we'll be forced to rescind our offer.
Monica will later say she considered suicide by jumping out a hotel window. Still, she refuses to cooperate.
When the FBI lets Monica have a break, she tries to warn the president about the investigation. But she can't get through to the president's secretary, Betty Curie.
This was about as explosive a story as could possibly be imagined. I went to my editors at Newsweek and told them, we gotta write this.
President Bill Clinton denies the affair on national television.
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
First Lady Hillary Clinton blames the story on a, quote, vast right-wing conspiracy.
She was standing by her man, and she was doing everything she could to go after the women who had alleged to have had affairs with Bill Clinton.
On July 28, 1998, Monica is given immunity in exchange for grand jury testimony concerning her relationship with the president. A Gallup poll reveals that only 13% of Americans believe Monica Lewinsky. Clinton's approval rating climbs to a new high. But after being forced to testify before a grand jury, Clinton subsequently admits the affair to the nation.
Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate. In fact, it was wrong.
For months, Monica Lewinsky was traduced as a liar, as a fantasist, as a stalker, and finally, Bill Clinton, the President of the United States, went on television and admitted that he'd had an inappropriate relationship with her. It stained the president's legacy and his presidency.
I can still remember after he addressed the nation, President Clinton and Hillary and Chelsea walking across the White House lawn to the Marine One helicopter to go on a secluded vacation.
I will never, ever forget when they walked out to Marine One. Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton might as well have been a continent away from the body language and the way that looked. And your heart went out to them because here is this horribly wounded family with this fatally flawed man.
Graphic details of sexual acts are published in prosecutor Ken Starr's report.
Monica, for her part, felt deeply ashamed of herself, but also very sad for Chelsea.
News media feasts on the scandal, dubbed Zippergate. The scandal even creates a market for Bill and Monica gag gifts, novelties, masks, and memorabilia. Bill Clinton is impeached by the Republican-held House for perjury and obstruction of justice, but is subsequently acquitted by the Senate and remains in office to finish out his second term.
You had a country that was pretty much split on this issue. The clear majority of the public didn't think it rose to the level of impeachment, which is why the push to impeachment was so misguided for the Republicans, who were so determined to stick it to Bill Clinton that they acted against their own interest.
The First Lady, also a victim in this story, for the most part avoids discussing the affair. In the aftermath of the scandal, many of the major players experience significant life changes. On January 19, 2001, the last full day of the Clinton administration, Linda Tripp is fired from her job at the Pentagon. She later reveals to the media that she has undergone cosmetic surgery and has successfully battled breast cancer. In 2015, she tells the press that, given the opportunity, she would blow the whistle on Monica again. Kenneth Starr, the independent counsel who headed the Clinton-Lewinsky investigation, returns to private practice after Bill Clinton's acquittal. Hillary Clinton becomes a U.S. Senator and, after making an unsuccessful presidential bid in 2008, serves as the Secretary of State under President Barack Obama. She runs for president again in 2016, but is defeated by Donald J. Trump. Monica Lewinsky becomes a pop culture celebrity. She cooperates with author Andrew Morton in his writing of Monica's story, her biography. In 1999, she makes an appearance on 2020 with Barbara Walters. She also sells a line of designer handbags bearing her name. In 2004, she comments on Bill Clinton's autobiography, My Life, to the Daily Mail, a British tabloid. Regarding Clinton's discussion of the affair, Monica states, quote, "He could have made it right with the book, but he hasn't." After years of personal and professional ups and downs and fading from the public view, a slimmed-down Monica reemerges in 2014 to take a public stand against cyberbullying and public shaming from which she has suffered.
She's finally got, I think, a really positive way to channel all the pain and the anger and the rage and do something good for the world. You know, Monica Lewinsky will now become a different kind of persona. And I hope, I sincerely hope, that it gives her the healing that she needs.
Imagine introducing yourself to a room and saying, "Hi, I'm Monica Lewinsky." I cannot imagine what it is like